Warning. The following spoken word piece contains very, very heavy themes of suicide. If these are something that you are not prepared to listen about, I highly suggest that you do not watch this video. However, I do appreciate it if you choose to watch this video regardless. Thank you, and enjoy. It happened again today, when I was alone and the lights were off. As I stared at the computer screen, looking but not seeing, I pictured it. I keep picturing it. The cold metal of the barrel as it rests against my temple. The resistance of the trigger as I pull. The relief I feel as I know it's all over. I keep picturing it. The first time I was ever on a tall building and I looked over the edge, the ground so far, and I kept thinking, what if I just jumped? I was only 13 and I had no real troubles, but still it was there. I keep picturing it. My mother crying as they told me a trip to the hospital was all they could do to help me. I wanted to end my life and the medication and constant supervision was the only fix. So I went. I sat down in the hard chairs, slept in the rough beds, listened to the doctors tell me I'm only 13, I have nothing to worry about. I keep picturing it. My first rejection. She was beautiful. I mean, as beautiful as a 13-year-old girl can be to a 13-year-old boy. She was the only nice one, you know? The only one who showed me kindness and respect. Where the others decided I was their punching bag, their stage show, their little clown in the tap dancing shoes, I was the one who they would release their frustrations on. I keep picturing it. High school was the worst. Imagine you spend all your time with someone, he's the only one who seems to be your friend, and then you find out he talks about you behind your back, says how annoying you are, how he wishes you would just go away, so you try. You walk the edge of the bridge. This is it, the ripe old age of 14. You're going to see the end here. You close your eyes and you keep picturing it. You finally found someone who understands you. He has the same messed up life. The same dad who's always there but never present. The same overworked mom who seems to blame you for her problems. He hears the voices too, and together the two of you struggle. I keep picturing it. I was 19 when I went in the last time. 9 trips to the mental hospital in 6 years. It was one hell of a ride, but this time you weren't going back. No matter how hard it was, no matter how hard it got, you weren't going to let them do that to you again. No more surveillance, no more medicine, no more doctors who don't listen. Can you picture it? Working a job you love, living what is quite possibly the best years of your life. Your money is yours. You can have fun with people, and for the first time, you were a small child. The smile is sincere. Keep hearing it. The phone ringing that day. Mama was calling. What could it be this time? She always called when it could have been a text. Baby, it's Daddy. He has cancer. The phone dropped from my hands. This couldn't be happening. I was finally happy. Life was finally good. I couldn't lose my father. Not here, not now. I keep picturing it. The long ride to California. I had to be there. I had to take care of him. He wasn't the man I knew. He was always invincible, my Superman, my Hulk. The one who I walked behind. But now he could hardly work. His once tough, muscular body was frail and weak. He still smiled, though. Daddy always smiled. It's hard not to picture it. The first time I saw her. A lifelong of failed relationships and heartaches, and there she was, from picture to reality. From screen to in front of me. The first time I held her in my arms and the first time I tasted her lips, she was my first, you know? The first one I gave my body to. She treated me so well. The way she smiled when she saw that ring, every night I pictured it. The tears I shed as she told me she no longer loved me. She put that ring at the bedside and I screamed. I felt a pain I've never felt in my life. As she walked out that room and out of my life, it seemed like a blur, like everything was falling apart, and just as she left, so did my father. Baby, it's Daddy. He's gone. States away he died and I couldn't hold him. I couldn't even attend his funeral. I couldn't see his face before they cremated him. I couldn't even hear his laugh one more time, his cry, his goddamn smoker's cough. This was it. I was alone again. No wife to hold me, no father to make me laugh, no job to distract me, no roof over my head. I went down to the basement of the house I was staying at. I held the gun in my hands. I tasted the metal of the barrel, and I don't know why I didn't pull the trigger. I picture it. I picture my cat coming to ask me why I haven't fed him yet. Those gentle meows from the top of the stairs. I pictured it. Mom being so distraught, and he wouldn't have a home anymore. I couldn't do that to him. I couldn't do that to Mama. Maybe I pictured a better world. One where I can bring smiles to people's faces, or perhaps even tears. One where my stories, my poetry, my rants, my sorrows can move their hearts. I keep picturing it. I was happy again. Working a job I loved for a lot of money, more than my family had ever seen. I could take care of my mom, myself, my animals, and I could take back my life. When I looked in the mirror, I pictured someone I loved. And then I keep picturing it. How every time I'm happy, truly happy, life just gets worse. I have a job I love, my daddy gets cancered. I have a wife I love, she leaves me. I get another job I love, and all of a sudden, the most incompetent man to ever take office takes away everything with the way he runs things. I picture it. As the good things fade, I lose my job, and with it my self-worth. I no longer feel like anything mattered, but I tried again, and that's the thing I keep picturing. The effort I put into it. 2.5 years strong as I speak these words to you. I've been making content. I've been live streaming. I've been trying everything to do, going so far as to be the comedian I always wanted to be as an entertainer. 9-year-old me. He pictured it all right. He pictured the big stage and tens of thousands of people laughing at his jokes. He would come home from school every day and write, "Remember that, Joe?" he says. "Remember when we used to write? When comedy was all we wanted to do, when the sound of laughter made the bad thoughts go away, do you remember?" "Yeah, buddy. I remember. I remember when we were 12 and we felt like we couldn't fail. But we did. That's all I can picture. How much I fail. How life's so expensive and nothing I ever seem to do can alleviate it. How all I want is a balance of happiness and comfort. I don't mind working, it's the way of the world, but why must I sacrifice so much to pay the rent of a home I'll hardly be in? Why do the long hours of Ford food leave me eating things that make me hate myself afterwards? Why can I not find someone to love me like she did before she left me? When we first locked eyes and she stood on my doorstep, why do I cry myself to sleep every night? Why do I keep picturing the pain and the sorrow of being alone in this cold, empty world? I keep picturing it. Leaning on the gas as I slam into the back of a semi, in my imagination, and all my troubles go away. But then I picture it. Words I haven't put to paper. As I sit down to speak these to you, I picture it. A brighter future that comes with all of the love and support I've gotten. You may think this was something to tell you that I want to end it all again, but I don't anymore because of everything you have given me. You're damn right I picture it. Thousands of people, maybe more, sitting on the other side of their screens, watching me tell my jokes, watching me tell my stories, talking to me and hanging with me. You're damn right I picture it. The fire that's burning in my chest as you all come and you all say hi every single day. I picture it. Success. A feeling of accomplishment. I picture it. I'm ready to chase happiness again. So thank you all for picturing it with me. Hey, thank you guys for watching. I know this isn't the normal kind of content that I post, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed it regardless. I do a lot of spoken word and poetry on the side, and I never thought to really put it on this channel because this has always been more of a comedy storytelling channel. But I think that, you know, would be a nice break up from the normal content that I do. I don't want to be the guy that's known for only one thing, so I hope that you guys enjoy it regardless. And if you did, be sure to like and subscribe. You know, let me know that you guys did like it in the comments, because I definitely have an entire folder full of these kinds of things. So you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you next week.